you can't be happy. I don't care if we had a great regular season. It translated to nothing. We're going home with empty pockets. We're coming home with nothing.
This is Fan First Network.
It was embarrassing. It was a shame. Finally, we fill up the stadium and shit the bed.
We were so stoked. Drove down the field that first drive and just tossed it all away. Threw an interception and done.
Everything looked good. Everything looked great. I don't know if the moment was too big, what it was, what have you. Chad Kelly, Jim Kelly, big game. Chad was sick all year long, but Toronto teams can't get out of their own way.
Montreal, there was something about them with their offense that really took us over. We have beat them like 4 times this season, so it was, again, a little disappointing.
I just didn't see a lot of good things happening in that game. There were some plays that could have been done differently. They have to remember that seconds count. And when Chad, sorry, I don't mean to put him out on the pedestal, but when Chad waits too long, he knows he's going to get hit. So if he has nobody in 2 seconds, he should run it because at least he can get the 10 yards.
Today he sucked. 4 picks. He had the fumble. I don't know why we didn't run with AJ a lot more. He seemed like he was playing pretty good today. Should have ran the ball a bit more. But it was costly mistakes. 2 pick sixes, including 95-yard one in the first half.
Imagine being like in his shoes right now, knowing that he laid the goose egg that he laid.
Well, that's the thing. You're a quarterback. You're going to be on the highest highs when you guys win, and you're going to feel like shit when you lose. You're going to feel worse than anybody in the locker room. And yeah, he played bad. He's the guy. He's the guy in the future. He's got 3 more years with us. He is the man. He is the biggest star in the CFL, and I'm never going to count him out again. I did say what the fuck Chad Kelly 400 times today, but going forward, he's still the guy.
I actually was talking to his dad afterwards, and I said to him, I can't. It's one bad game that he had this year. It sucks it was Eastern Final, but you can't hold one bad game. If he was like throwing up that every single game, then yeah, it might be time to change the quarterback. But he's still first year as a starter. We went, I think, like 15-0 when he started and finished a game.
Everybody has an off day, all right? Let's all just give it up for him. He had an off day, and, mental health. So
The ref you suck chant was very prominent tonight. Do you think they played a big factor in this?
I mean, missed a call here and there. Chad Kelly still threw 700 picks. So that's going to hurt. Like, refs missed 2-3 calls. That wasn't going to affect anything. They did suck. They suck everywhere.
You have Chad Kelly and you have AJ Ouellette. They're like the big stars on the team, but they are not the team. They can't carry the whole team. They have to. Everybody's got to get in there. It's everybody's job. It's not just theirs.
We looked like we were partying our whole bye week. Everybody was drunk coming to the game. Everybody played awful. I mean, our worst performance at the season in the biggest game. And, everybody was saying that the Blue Bombers were going to beat us in the finals, but we didn't even make it to the finals.
In Montreal, you can't take it away from them. They have an awesome defense. In Toronto, I would blame more the coaching staff than the players because I don't think the coaching staff had that team figured out.
You got to give it to the fans, man. You have to give it to the fans.
Well, no, that's the thing. They finally show up. We have a sick team. They finally show up. We got a chance to put the product on the field, and they lay an egg.
We should get more kids involved. There was a Tiger Cat. I forget his first name, but his name is Hage, and he had his program called Hage's Heroes, where kids who didn't have much access, they were all invited to the party room where they had like pizza, drinks, and then they had their own section in the Ticat game. And maybe we should get something for that, because not everybody can afford, even though our tickets are more affordable than the other sport franchises here, there are some who still can't afford it, and we need to expose them. Once we get them here, we can get them hooked.
Keep the prices reasonable. That's it. We are still 5th place to the Raptors, the Jays, the Leafs, and TFC. So you got to keep the prices reasonable. Keep the families coming in. Make it affordable for a family to come in, and then show the product. I was here I came to every game. I think I missed 1 game this year. The games are electric. They're hype. When we win, it's sick.
Argos don't get the love that they should because we got the Raptors, we got the Leafs, we got the Jays. Like, everyone loves them.
It's time to come collectively together as a city and start producing some results that we haven't had enough of in 30 years.
Is the city cursed, man?
At this point, you guys are going to lose to the Oilers when they come to town. Holy smokes.
This is Fan First Network.
First signature on that was right after that trick play that AJ Ouellette did at the Labor Day Classic. He took the sign, showed it around, and he gave it back to me after putting his autograph on it.
So he signed it directly after the play?
That's right. After he was waving his Thor hammer, he signed it on camera, and then he handed it back to me.